Welcome students in online class for the subject physics for the 12th standard. Today we have learned about the chapter number 8, electrostatics. In this chapter we have seen some important formulas which can be useful. First, capacity of capacitor, that is C equal to Q upon V, where V is potential difference, means charge upon potential difference or potential. First formula. Second formula can be seen energy stored in capacitor, having formula half CV square. This is the first form of this formula. If we can substitute Q equal to CV, then energy stored in condenser, that is half CV into V, will be half Q into V. That is the second formula for energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. The third formula it will also use will be using this relation. If we substitute V equal to Q upon C, then the energy stored in capacitor will be Q square upon C, because Q into Q upon C, that is Q square upon C. These are the three formulas which is energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. But for series and parallel combination, the resultant capacitance will be reciprocal of each capacity of capacitors. And for parallel combination, will be resultant capacity for parallel capacitor will be, or parallel combination will be, sum of capacity of each capacitor. These formulas can be useful for solving some numericals on how to find energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. So first of all, we want to see the first, or we want to solve the first example, that is the energy stored in charge capacitor of capacity 25 pf or picofarad is 4 joule. Means data will be given, find a charge. Data is given as C equal to 25 picofarad, means 25 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad, and energy which is stored in capacitor will be 4 joule, and we can find out charge. So first we are use the formula energy stored in capacitor. It will be half CV square, but here energy is given C is given and we can find out Q. We know C equal to Q upon V. That is half CV into V, means Q is equal to CV. So therefore energy stored will be half Q into V. If we substitute the values of energy and Q into V, so we know that V equal to Q upon C, and therefore energy will be half Q square upon C, and so that 2 times energy into C is equal to Q square, and Q is equal to square root of 2E into C. So here we can find out charge. Substitute the value of E and C. Q is equal to square root of 2 into energy into 25 into 10 to the power minus 12. So here it is 8 multiplied by 25 into 10 to the power minus 12. That is 200 into 10 to the power minus. So is equal to square root of 2 into 10 to the power minus 10. That is square root of 2 into 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb, or charge is equal to 1.414 into 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb, or if we shift the decimal point here, charge is equal to 14.14 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb will be, therefore charge is 14.14 microcoulomb will be the answer for given example. If we can solve another example, that is the electromagnetic energy of 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 joule is stored in capacitor at 700 what is the charge on capacity. In such example, here data is written, energy is given as 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 joule, and potential will be 700 volt, and we can find out charge. In such example, we use a formula, that is energy stored in capacitor will be half CV square is equal to half CV into V. Here we know C is equal to Q upon V, therefore Q is equal to CV. If we substitute the value of Q, so energy E is equal to half Q into V, and therefore Q is equal to 2 times energy upon V. Substitute the values. So values are 2 multiplied by 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 700. What happened? Multiplication of these will be 7 into 10 raised to minus 4 upon 7 into 10 raised to 2, 7 get cancelled, 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. So charge will be 1 microcoulomb, or charge will be 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. This is the answer for such example. The third example will be A capacitor of capacitance 8 microfarad, see here 8 microfarad, is charged to a potential 1000 volt. Calculate energy in capacitor. Such type of examples are asked in competitive examination. Here capacity will be given as 8 microfarad, means 8 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad, and potential is given as 1000 volt, means 10 raised to 3 volt, and we can find out energy which is stored. So here we can use energy stored in capacitor. Using the formula half CV square. See here, if we substitute the value of C and substitute the value of V, it is half multiplied by 8 into 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to 3 bracket square, means 2 1 the 2, 2 4 the 8, 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to plus 6, and 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to plus 6 get cancelled. So energy will be 4 joule. Again we can solve another example. Another example is given as a 20 microfarad capacitor is connected. Capacitor is connected to a battery of 100 volt. Calculate the charge. First of all, we can calculate the charge. Also calculate the energy which is stored in capacitor. See here, two questions are asked. The two questions can be solved as capacity is given as 20 microfarad, means 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Potential is given as 100 volt, means 10 raised to 2 volt. Charge can be find out and energy can be find out. So here two formulas can be used. The first formulas will be capacity is equal to charge upon potential. So charge is equal to capacity into potential. Capacity is given as 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to 2. So here 10 raised to 2 and this one, that is 10 raised to 3, they are subtracted or they are add to minus 6. It is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb. So charge is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb or 2 millicoulomb. This will be the charge, and we can find out energy. So here energy stored in capacitor, we use a formula half CV square. C is given, V is given, that is half into 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to 2 in bracket square, that is 10, and this 10 we can add, so it is 10 raised to minus 5 into 10 raised to 4 will be 10 raised to minus 1, and therefore energy which is stored is 10 raised to minus 1 joule or 0.1 joule in parallel plate capacitor. Again we can solve similar examples like this. A capacitor charged from a DC supply. This DC supply is 50 volt. is found to have a charge of 10 microcoulomb. What is the capacitance of capacitor? The first question. And how much energy will be stored in it? So here we can write a data. In this data, here given as DC supply, potential will be 50 volt and charge will be 10 microcoulomb. 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. We can find out capacity, the first, and again we can find out energy. So here similar example will be using formula C equal to Q upon V. Capacity will be 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 upon 50 volt. 0 get cancel. 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad means 0.2 microfarad. So here charge will be 0.2 microfarad or 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 farad or 200 into 10 raised to minus 9 farad means 200 nanofarad. Any value can be seen. We can find out energy. So energy is equal to half CV square. So here if we substitute the value of C and substitute the value of V, it gets half into 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 multiplied by 50 square. So here 2 get cancel. It is 10 raised to minus 7 multiplied by 2500 means 25 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. Or if again we can shift the decimal point, it is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 joule. Any answer will be right. Okay. So that is the answer for given example. Again we can solve another example. In which combination of 4 identical capacitors has maximum capacity? See here 4 capacitors, they are identical, they has maximum capacity, and which combination of these capacitor will store minimum energy when potential difference is applied across it? In such example, actually no value is given. But 4 identical capacitors are there. So data will be 4 capacitors C1, C2, C3 and C4 having capacity will be same, that is C. Means each capacity will be C. So first we want to find which combination. So here which combination, that is if capacitors are connected in series, resultant capacity is minimum. And if capacities are connected in parallel, resultant capacity will be maximum. means for maximum capacitance, therefore 4 identical capacitors are connected in parallel. So resultant capacity Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4, which is C plus C plus C plus C, which is 4C will be maximum. That is the first answer of given maximum. That is the first answer. But which combination of these capacitors will be stored minimum energy when potential difference V is applied? Therefore, for series combination, equivalent capacitance will be minimum, and for parallel capacitance, equivalent capacitance will be maximum. So if potential difference V is applied for minimum energy stored, so energy stored in capacitor will be half CV square. If we can use for parallel capacity will be Cp, then Cp into V square. So it is half 4C into V square. 2 into C V square, that is maximum energy which can be stored. But if we use series combination, energy stored will be half CS V square. So for series combination, 1 upon CS is equal to 1 upon C plus 1 upon C plus 1 upon C plus 1 upon C, that is 4 upon C. So for series combination, CS is equal to C by 4. If we can use this value C by 4, then here energy stored in capacitor, it will be 1 upon 2 C upon 4 V square, that is C upon 8 V square. So energy is maximum. But if we can find out the value for charge, so charge is C equal to Q upon V, therefore Q equal to CV. So here we can find out for minimum energy stored in capacitor, it will be half Q into V. That is the answer for second question. Similar example can be solved if we can see a 6 microfarad capacitor is charged by 300 volt. See here, 300 volt battery. If capacitor is disconnected from battery and connected across another uncharged capacitor of capacity 3 microfarad, what is the energy lost in the form of heat and radiation. Means we can find out energy which is lost. So in such example, we have seen a data. Data is written as, here potential is given as 300 volt and capacity is given as 6 microfarad for charged capacitor. So here that is C1 and another will be given as C2 is equal to 3 microfarad. So first here we can find out energy lost, question mark. So first of all we can use a formula, that is energy which is stored in capacitor. Energy stored in first capacitor, that is E equal to half C1 V square, means half into 6 into 300 square, means here 3 into 9 into 10 to the power 4, 27 into 10 raised to 4 joule. That is energy for stored in first condenser. So energy stored in second capacitor, it will be E2 is equal to half C2 V square. So in this example, here 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 6. So it is 0.27 joule, because capacitor C1 will be 6 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Here we can use only 6 micro. So here charge on first capacitor C1 equal to Q upon V. So therefore Q is equal to C1V, which is 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by 300, that is 1800 into 10 raised to minus 6, which is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb. So therefore charge will be 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb or 1.8 millicoulomb. So here we can find out when two capacitors C1 and C2 are connected in parallel, then Cp is equal to C1 plus C2, that is 6 into 10 raised to minus 6 plus 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 will be 9 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. So the value of for parallel combination resultant capacity will be 9 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. So here we can find out energy which is stored. So energy stored in capacitor of C1 and C2 in parallel combination. So it will be energy is equal to half C dash V square. See here, or half Cp V square. But we know that V equal to Q upon Cp. If we substitute the value, so energy is equal to half Cp multiplied by Q square upon Cp square. Cp get cancel. So formula will be half Q square upon Cp. So it is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 square upon 2 into 9 into 10 raised to minus 6. So it is 1.8 into 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 18 into 10 raised to minus 6. 10 raised to minus 6 get cancel. So here, when 10 raised to minus 6 get cancel, so it is here 1.8 into 1.8 upon 1.8 into 10. 1.8 get cancel. So 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 1, that is 0.18 joule. So here we know that the energy in first capacitor which is stored will be 0.27 joule. So loss of heat energy or loss of energy is equal to E1 minus E2 will be 0.27 minus 0.18 joule. So it is 0.09 joule. So will be 9 into 10 raised to minus 2 joule. That is the loss of or energy lost in the form of heat and radiation. So again, if we can see another example, that example will be find the ratio of potential difference that must be applied across the parallel and series combination of two capacitors C1 and C2 are in the ratio 1/2 or 1:2, such that energy stored in capacitor will be same. So here we can write a data. We can find out V1 upon V2, potential difference between two capacitor, and here given the values will be C1 upon C2 will be 1/2 and energy E1 upon E2 will be 1 or E1 equal to E2. They are same. So here when firstly we can see when capacitors are connected in series, 1 upon Cs is equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2, that is C1 plus C2 upon C1 C2. Therefore Cs is equal to C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. Suppose this is equation number 1. Again here when capacitors are in parallel, what happen? Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Suppose this is equation number 2. Here in equation 1, at this stage we can written as Cs is equal to C1 C2 upon Cp, because Cp is C1 plus C2. Okay, here if C1 upon C2 is 1 upon 2, so therefore C2 equal to 2C1, C2 having value 2C1. So if we put the value in equation 2, therefore Cp is 3C1. Cp is 3C1. So that if we substitute the values here, Cs is equal to C1 multiplied by 2C1 upon 3C1. So here it will be C1 get cancel, 2 upon 3 C1. For parallel combination, energy stored E1 equal to half Cp V1 square, means half Cp V1 square is equal to half Cs V1 square or Cs V2 square. What happen? Half get cancel. Therefore V1 square upon V2 square is equal to Cs upon Cp. So therefore we can write as, take a square root. If we take a square root, it is therefore V1 upon V2 equal to square root of Cs upon Cp. If we substitute the values will be Cp is 3C1 and Cs is 2 upon 3 C1. So 2 upon 3 C1 upon 3 C1. First of all, C1 get cancel. So here it will be 2 upon 9. So if we can divide, it is 0 point. Or it can be written as square root of 2 upon 3. Square root of 2 will be 1.414 upon 3. That is the ratio of potential difference between the two capacitor. If we can divide it, it will be 0.3 for the 12, 2 is remaining, 3 7 the 21, 3 1 the 1, 3 3 the 9. That will be 0.4713. Again, if we can solve another example, example number 9. In this example, two parallel plate of capacitance X and Y have same area, means area is same, and having separation between two plates. D is given. X and Y are connected in series combination. to a battery of 15 volt. X has air between the two plates and Y has dielectric constant 2. Calculate capacitance of each capacitor. If equivalent capacitance for the given combination will be 2 microfarad, also find ratio of electric energy stored in X and Y. Here we can write a data. So in this question, if we can take a data for this question will be K1 is given, or K1 is equal to 1, whereas K2 is equal to 2. Two mediums are there. One is air and another is having dielectric constant 2. Here, for series combination of equivalent capacitance, CS is equal to 2 microfarad, that is 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad, and two plates C for X and C for Y will be calculated firstly. So here we can see a figure. This represents a figure. In this figure, plates, this is X and Y. The two plates are given. In these two plates between X, air is there, that is K equal to 1. And here in between the two plates of Y, K equal to 2. The medium, here the distance will be d upon 2, and here the distance will be d upon 2, means the distance between two plate will be small d. If these X and Y plates are connected in series to the battery, here 15 volt battery, plus minus. So here we can use parallel plate capacity of capacitor. So using capacity of parallel plate capacitor, C equal to A epsilon 0 K upon small d. Here for X, Cx is equal to A epsilon 0 K1 upon d upon 2, that is 2 times A epsilon 0 K1 upon d. For Y, Cy is equal to A epsilon 0 K2 upon d upon 2, means 2 times A epsilon 0 K2 upon d. If we can divide, therefore Cx upon Cy will be 2 epsilon 0 K1 upon d divided by 2A epsilon 0 K1 upon d. Sorry, K2 upon d. What happened? 2 get cancel, A epsilon 0 get cancel, d get cancel. Will be K1 upon K2 will be 1 by 2. Therefore Cx is equal to Cy upon 2 or Cy is equal to 2Cx. Suppose this is equation number 1. If these two plates are connected in series, what happen? 1 upon Cx plus 1 upon Cy is equal to 1 upon Cs. Therefore, Cx plus Cy upon Cx Cy is equal to 1 upon Cs. Therefore, Cs is equal to Cx Cy upon Cx plus Cy. Here, if we substitute the values, Cs will be 2 and Cx Cy. Actually, Cy is 2Cx. So, Cx multiplied by 2Cx divided by Cx plus 2Cx. So, here the value is 2Cx square upon 3Cx. So, what happen? Cx get cancelled. So, here 6 is equal to 2Cx and therefore Cx is equal to 3 microfarad. If Cx is 3 microfarad, then Cy is equal to 2 into 3, that is 6 microfarad. So Cx and Cy, these are calculated, 3 and 6. Here, if we can find out the ratio of electrical energy stored in X and Y, so we can see a charge. In series combination, charge is same for X and for Y. So if we use a formula C equal to Q upon V, so Q equal to CV. For Cx, V, and Qy is equal to Cyv. So here, if we can find out the charge, Cx is having value 3 and having value 15. Sorry, Cs is 2 multiplied by 15, that is 30 coulomb or 2 microfarad, 30 microcoulomb. Qx is 30 microcoulomb, which is same as Cy. So here Cx is series and parallel combination. So Qy or Q parallel will be same or Cy will be same. So that energy stored in X is equal to half Cx Vx square. But here we know that C equal to Q upon V. Therefore, V equal to Q upon Cx. So if or Vx is equal to Q upon Cx. If we substitute, so here half Cx multiplied by Q square upon Cx square. Cx get cancel. So it will be half Q square upon Cx, equation A. And energy stored in Y will be half Cy Vy square. So therefore it is half Q square upon Cy, equation B. We can compare. If we can compare, it will be energy in X upon energy in Y, that given as half Q square upon Cx upon half Q square upon Cy. What happen? Half get cancel, Q square get cancel. It will be Cy upon Cx. If we substitute the value of Cy is 6 microfarad upon 3 microfarad. What happen? Microfarad get cancel, 3 1 the 3, 3 to the 6, and therefore in ratio of energy will be 2:1. That is the answer for given question. Again, if we see the 3-point charge plus Q plus 2Q plus capital Q, they are placed at 3 vertices of equilateral triangle. Find the charge Q in terms of small q, so that electrical potential of system will be 0. Here given as, if we solve a equilateral triangle, first we can find out or draw equilateral triangle. Triangle named as BCD. Each side will be same for equilateral triangle. Here the charge is given as plus Q plus 2Q and plus capital Q. And here we know that side BD, side BC, CD and side BC, they are same, having R, each having R. Therefore potential energy for side BC having 1/4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon R. Q into 2Q upon R means is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 2Q square upon R. Suppose this is equation number 1. Potential energy for side CD is given as 1/4 pi epsilon 0 2Q multiplied by capital Q upon R, means 1/4 pi epsilon 0 2 capital Q small q upon R, equation number 2. And here the third is potential energy for dB will be 1/4 pi epsilon 0 capital Q multiplied by small q upon R, will be 1/4 pi epsilon 0 capital Q small q upon R, equation number 3. Using these three equations, so total potential energy of system is equal to potential energy at BC plus potential energy at CD plus potential energy at DB. From these three equations, if we substitute the values, it will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2q square upon r plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2 capital Q small q upon r plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q multiplied by small q upon r, and total potential energy of system will be 0, that is 0 multiplied by 4 pi epsilon 0 r. It will becomes 2q square plus 2q capital Q plus small q plus capital Q small q. Here the addition will be 3 and 0 is equal to 2q square plus 3 capital Q small q, and therefore if shifting we can write 3 capital Q small q is equal to minus 2q square. 1q get cancel, and therefore capital Q in terms of small q is minus 2q upon 3 will be the answer. Such example will also ask in competitive examination, and answer will be given plus q upon 3 or minus q upon 3 minus 2q upon 3 or minus 3q upon 3, and so or minus 4q upon 3. Such examples can be asked in competitive examination. For your practice, assignment is given. These assignment which can be useful for solving the examples in your home.